Hi, Justin. Welcome to your reading. Let's get right into this. Let's see what the cards have to say about work. What is coming in for Justin? What is coming in the near future? I know in your reads I always kind of go off like 10 years into the future. Um, let's stay right here and now. What's going on? What does he need to know? What does he need to see? What is going on in his life in regards to his work? Gosh. Yeah. I feel like I hope I don't offend you, but I feel like what you're healing from, because this is the bottom of the deck, and yes, it's talking about work, but it feels like all aspects of your life settling for less than you deserve. Um, I know there has been, some settling for you, that dust settling that you mentioned in your email, but I feel like this is also small, tiny, incremental steps into stepping into realizing who you are and what you have to offer. Your very first card out is kindness. Um, I mean, this is courage, middle path. This definitely feels like what's coming in is going to require you to step into your power to know you're able to do it. It feels like you've been kind of all over the board, applying to all sorts of things. Um, okay, I feel like that's not helpful to tell you, but that came up. Anyways, let's keep going. What's going on in his work life? What is coming in? What does he need to know? What does he need to know? Tell me about his work life. So the card that flew out is the Four of Swords. This is somebody a little bit isolated. This is somebody really reflective. It's almost the manifesting card. It's the meditation card. It's bringing it in. It's law of attraction. It's somebody doing the inner work. Feels like what you've come to realize is the inner work comes first and it manifests in our world. And it feels like, check mark off this list with this transformation card that we've done the work this year. Oh, yes, we have. I feel like every time you have encountered a problem or encountered an issue that was going against what you want, you had the strength, the ability to step up and say, not for me, no thanks, or I'm moving away from this, and good for you. I feel like this is going to be rewarded. To me, this is like the marinating card. It's going to make things taste a lot better. It's worth the wait. But let's see what's coming in for Justin in regards to work. It would be helpful for him to know what's coming in. This is, I feel like this is testing your faith. This last, Scorpio season, but this is things not kind of working out. This is actually saying it's in your favor for what's coming in, though. Things that don't vibrate with you anymore, things that are, if we're going laterally, work-wise or responsibilities-wise, pay-wise, it's not for you. It's in the subconscious. Okay. Wow, look at all these endings. This is heavy. Oh, heavy in a good way. Look at this. After a bit of patience, in comes the wish fulfillment card. Yep, there's the offer. It's saying it comes in slow, painfully slow. It feels like you already have been through the slowness, because all of this is the endings. This has already happened in the near past and present. And it's saying we're already in the hangman. It's not like saying this is going to continue far out, because in the near future, there's something that fills you emotionally, and it's talking about a new offer. Knight of Pentacles. Wow. Woo! Look at these cards. I mean, this does not come without a lot of stress, but it's interesting. The stressors that are showing up for you are in your mind. They're not reality. I mean, I feel like if you could see what was going on behind the scenes, you'd let that tension release, drop your shoulders, kick up your feet for a second, because there has been an excessive amount of worrying here. And I'm hearing, you ever heard that saying, the way somebody does one thing is the way they do everything? I'm feeling that kind of, they're showing me it twisted. It's like somebody that has, how do I say this? When you, it's like when you distrust something, you distrust everything, and it's like this reflection of spirit. You're actually distrusting spirit. So watch this anxiety. It's actually, I feel like, an illusion for you. This is coming, I feel like you're not going to need readings for this topic soon. I feel like this is coming in. Ace of Cups, a new offer. Knight of Pentacles, a new offer. Not only does it bring you the financial stability, but it's also, something that's more exciting, something that's fulfilling, something that has abundance attached to it, something that pays you for your time. It's an equal energy exchange. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. Is a definite yes. There's something here coming in. It doesn't feel far for me. Let me get one card if it's actually in December, though. Does this work come in December? Does this work come in December? Okay, I feel like December. I'm not getting any December cards, but that doesn't mean, it's interesting. It's like we have an offer here that stabilizes us. Maybe you get an offer that's not enough, or there's something that opens up that's not enough. Oh, no, as I said that, that's a no. Sorry. But you do have two choices here. The Lovers is choices. Let me ask one more time, I'm sorry. What month does this come in? What month does he start working for a new position? King of Cups keeps showing up. Wow, the same cards just came out. Wow, this is worth waiting for, it keeps showing me. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. This is yes, this is absolutely coming in. I mean, timing-wise. When I'm looking at the world, it feels like it's sandwiched in between these fulfillment cards, these offers. See, it's like you could hear about it by the end of this year, before the end of this year, but I don't feel like it starts immediately. It feels like kind of, again, I'm getting like a slower energy, but it actually adds a nice layer of stability. I mean, this is somebody that can do things with the money that they're being brought in. They're being provided for. Again, scales being balanced. And you have the judgment, a resurrection of the good karma in your life. Transformation. So it's around the end of the year. I mean, timing for me is a little bit tricky. I don't feel like I'm the best at it, although nobody comes back and tells me or complains, but this feels around this time, the end of this year. I mean, we're here. I'm getting kind of slower energies around it. That's why I'm saying it could start at the beginning of next year, or either way, I feel like you'll be provided for. You'll have what you need. Yeah, it's like communication comes in, I feel like before the end of the year. And somebody's like doing the background research on you. I mean, because the Page of the Swords is like that spy. not in a bad way, I don't feel in this reading. Okay. Tell me what work looks like. One more spread on work. For Justin. What does work come? What work comes? Whew, Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Tower, the Moon. There it is again, the Chariot. Okay, so there's absolutely a new contract coming in. It's still another slower card, but I do like that in the near future, again, it's saying this is not far away whatsoever, is movement forward on your destined path. So something about this is meant for you. It's not to be resisted, it's not to be questioned, it's not to be, because I feel like what's showing up right now, it's talking about dissatisfaction. And like right behind them is that Two of Cups that showed up before for you, you know, that fair energy exchange in regards to work. And it's these lower energies at the base of this reading is what I feel like you're outgrowing now. So there's something coming in that lifts you out of this into the Ten of Cups and moves forward into the Chariot. These are actually very good cards because the outcome here is the Wheel of Fortune. Better luck, better fortune, you know, better everything. This is moving out of that heavy lesson. Again, I feel complete. Check this off. Don't expect yourself to go back that way. Don't expect some other move that's going to be, you know, lateral. It feels up, 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 different, fun. I mean, there's an emotional fulfillment component of this that's very important. And I feel like there's definitely a contract involved. So there's a level of security. This isn't like per hour, per diem, I mean, this is contract. So this is nice. Beautiful. I feel like by this summer, we're planning lots of excursions, like lots more flexibility to do things that you have been wanting to do. You know, in work, I feel like this is your best asset, the kindness that you have, your ability to connect. I feel like specifically with women, men maybe too, but I'm feeling women. This is like you connect really easily, the kindness. And I feel like I want to say, because this is coming out in regards to a work situation, you know, a work reading, this is your asset too. I mean, it's a joy to have it. It's a joy to be able to express it. It's a joy to be able to be this kindness. But it's like, use this gift that you have to make you money. Think about this long term. I know I keep harping on this. I think I used examples of, stuff that interests you, but it feels like to me this morphs into something else. I remember a long time ago I gave you a reading about like healing the masculine aspect and healing all aspects of yourself. And I remember there was like this message about like a men's retreat or something like that. Sorry, I don't know where this is coming from. Because to me the masculine aspect is that ability to put things, it's like that moving forward, that creating, that making money, that producing. Like when I think New York City, I think very masculine driven world. So if you have like an imbalance with this where we're a little bit more passive and accommodating, and I feel like that's going to shift for you. And it doesn't mean you have to go on a retreat, but I just feel like keeping an awareness on this, you can have it all. Like you can be kind and still make massive amounts of money. That makes you a wonderful person to have a lot of money. Like, please let people like this have the money. That put money towards the good stuff, to the good people. That redistributes it, that spends money and supports their friends, that type of energy. Anyways, what does Justin need to know about work? Is that the only question you asked me? Let me just check. I guess spiritual. Oh, just the month of December. Okay. So let's get a broader perspective on this month of December. How does December play out for Justin? What does he need to know? How does December play out for Justin? Yeah, we're saving our money. I mean, it's showing up as the Four of Pentacles, but there's something new coming in. It's saying that's not for long. So it's just being a little bit frugal. And as I cut the deck again, there was that Lover's card, a new path opening. So it very well could be opening this month. I keep seeing the Knight of Cups, so what you want is coming towards you. Tell me about December for Justin. What's coming in for December for Justin? Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, there's a new direction. It's like you hear about it and we get to move that way. Whew, it's the Ace of Cups. What is this Queen of Cups that keeps showing up? This is Queen of Cups that keeps showing up. I feel like your abundance is highly tied to your love life. Just energetically, but I mean, it's not, I wouldn't look into it too deep, but it feels like once this opens up, the other thing opens up. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, I mean, these are very, like I'm feeling that like inner rising need for like partnership, yes, but it's more like I'm feeling touch, like hugs, like even just just friendly touch. I'm feeling like the need arising this month. And it feels like, I don't know what this is. I've never given messages like this. It feels like this need for connection. I'm feeling like physical touch kind of coming up because I feel like it's actually coming towards you. Knight of Cups keeps showing up. It's this water energy. The King of Cups has showed up multiple times, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So something about the emotional fulfillment is coming in. These cards came up with the work reading, so I'm inclined to say work comes first, or something comes first, and it's like boom, boom. Like I'm seeing things just falling into place. It's saying Source is guiding you to a more peaceful, harmonious time in your life after this Tower year. I feel year, at least. I don't know, at least year. This is a man with the world in his hands with his wands of passion looking out. I don't know if you've been, where you've been applying, but this can also just talk about, the want to explore, the want to expand. There's expansion coming, most importantly. But we don't see it yet because we're still kind of being a little bit frugal. It's telling me there's something that comes in, and it's like news. It's like maybe you read a job description, or maybe you hear back from somebody, but there's something new that shifts your attention, and we receive some sort of offer. I mean, I'm seeing offers here. These are the best kind of offers. I feel like this is what's setting the stage for you next year. Love and passion, love and work. I feel like you're becoming a builder next year. So whatever work you take, remember I've always said this for you. It's like skill learning. It's like look at it like school. I've always felt for you having something of your own. Doesn't need to be tomorrow, but eventually. So look at everything like this. What does it add to my life? What is coming in for December for Justin? What does he need to know? Yeah. You need to receive this month. And it's that darn card. It's like we're almost there. Four of Pentacles, holding on to our money. I mean, to me that's a little bit skeptical card, a little bit closed off, but there is something here coming in to celebrate it, saying, Ace of Pentacles, this is more money. I don't know if you're changing homes, but sometimes this means this. I feel more money, though, specifically. It's initially how I read it. And it's almost like, can I do this? Strength card. Am I able to? Do I have the skills? Am I good enough? I feel like maybe you've been doubting this in the past. Oh, and I'm placing this, I didn't even notice, right on top of courage. Right on top of courage. It's saying, yes, you can trust this. Yes, you can rise to the occasion. Yes, move forward with things that feel like a big blessing. And it's saying success. Wow. This is the card that has continuously shown up, though. So I just feel like let's acknowledge this. Especially if you notice yourself applying to work that is below you or would just be enough. God. This is definitely water sign around you. water energy around you. Yes, it's talking about emotional fulfillment, but I feel people, a person. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they keep showing up like every single spread. And because I do feel love and money are so closely, it's like domino effect with these two energies for you. I don't know. I mean, if you're not dating, date. It doesn't necessarily have to be now or into the end of the year, but definitely next year. That intention to find the one or find a beautiful partner. It's like there's two people. I don't know. I don't feel like you haven't met them. It's like manifesting the same thing at a distance. This is what I feel. It's like what you're seeking is seeking you. I mean, they're faced each other too. This is so nice. A lot of growth is about to kind of start blossoming in your life. I feel particularly spring of next year is when we feel really comfortable. Up until then, I feel like it's a little bit of building and a little bit of is this work? Is this not work? Is this working? Is this not working? Is this for me? Is this not for me? I mean, I feel like there's a little bit of settling into whatever you do end up taking. But then moving on, it feels like just onward and upward, springtime onward for you. This year, I feel like you have laid some amazing structures for what you can hold now moving forward. This is like, the groundwork for the Empire State Building. We can just keep going up and up and up. What's coming in for him this month? What does he need to know about this month? Yeah, I feel like it keeps showing up male boss. What does he need to know? Ooh. What does he need to know about December? Four of Pentacles even came out in this deck. Okay, yeah, there it is, the Emperor. So this is the male boss I feel for you. Everything that has been, it feels like it's been energetically taken from you. Maybe I feel like financially, there's been like some sort of, I don't want to say loss, but definitely lack. Definitely not what you deserve, I guess. It's not very fair. That's definitely shifting, and it's nice. It feels comfortable. It feels... Actually, it doesn't feel comfortable at first, but it feels like something just shifts. We take it. Again, the Strength card, it's like we have to know that we're able to handle this position, that we have all the skills, that we're good enough, and we think on it for a moment, and we take it, I feel. Because Four of Wands is that 4 number that I'm feeling for next year. That's that strong foundation for that, Empire State Building, which I mentioned before. And again, I mean, because I'm specifically asking about work for you, because I feel like this is what comes in. It's like there's a couple here. There's partnership. Very much attached to that energy at that time. Tell me about his spiritual growth. Tell me what he's been going through spiritually. What does he need to know? What's he making room for? What has he been going through? Okay. It's like it's showing up as a period of darkness, a period of facing illusions to disillude them, though, I feel more importantly. So if there are fears about lack, let's walk through this. And let me show you, again, that you're always supported, that you're always kind of being caught. And there it comes in the next card is the Emperor. I mean, I feel like when I see the Emperor and I see people in training to handle, a lot of uncertainty in their life, it's we can play the victim, or we can step up and take this as learning notes for the future. I mean, when we've stepped through fear many, many times, it ceases to exist after a while. And these are the qualities that I feel are exclusive to really successful CEOs and bosses and leaders, more importantly. And it's saying to me with the Seven of Pentacles that you've laid this, you've done the work, you've shown up. Every time you've been faced with a problem, you've shown up. You've done the best you could with the information you had, with the self-knowledge that you had at that time. And it's saying what we've been doing now is we have been manifesting with this period of darkness. It's forced us to manifest, and boom, center of the reading, the sun. It's talking about a yes card. This can come in. This can grow. This can, it's like lifting of a burden when I see the sun. This child feels light. And right next to this is communication that comes in that provides balance, and it feels like it's tied to Uranus going direct to me looking at this card. But it feels like what you are making space for is more money than you thought. And again, it's interesting, I'm seeing two streams of income at some point. I feel like in 2020. And it feels like that message back to the kindness and using this to your advantage. And it feels like something on the side. I feel two streams of income. I feel like you can do this. For you, 2020 feels like immediately we get off to the start where we can see how things are going to change. And I want to say when they change, trust it. Trust that it's not going to be ripped out from under you, because I feel like this is going to be a tremendous year of growth for you. I see moving for you, moving somewhere. I feel nice, like really nice. I feel like you're going to be really excited, and I feel like you're going to have a similar end to next year as you did to this year, not in a negative way, but look how much I grew. Look at what I was doing last year. Look how the tides have changed. Look where I am. All your readings are always about self-empowerment. It's like you have all the fundamentals. It's the willingness to work, the willingness to grow, the willingness to help, the willingness to... I feel like anybody would be happy to have you on their team. I feel like the right one is coming in, and it doesn't feel far away from me whatsoever. Okay. Let me get one card from my Oracle deck. It's one last message for Justin that would be helpful for him to see, for him to hear, for him to know. What's one last card? What's one last card? Grandmother. Ooh, in the bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups. Yes. I feel like ancestors are helping you through this transition. I feel like you're more powerful than you realize. More, maybe powerful isn't the word. I feel, what's the word? Stronger than you realize in heart and soul. 10 of Water for okay, let me read Grandmother. Sorry, I'm just staring at it. It says creativity, productivity, the power of the mature feminine wisdom, heartfelt empathy, compassion, love, protection, understanding, and safekeeping. Excuse me. It says true compassion is a gift from the divine. Whoever is graced by it is released from suffering. The heart can't help, but to open itself to compassion's touch and reflect back love in gratitude. This power exists within you as well. Let it reveal itself. Let your inner love light become visible. Just open yourself to the source of your feminine powers. The time of the woman is now. And so it is time to lavish the respect that you and love that you've got on your own female aspect, your inner soul force. Who will embrace you if you refuse to? Who will accept you unconditionally if you don't? Turn towards your feminine forces, whether you're a man or a woman. Turn to cherish the female energies inside. It's interesting. I was feeling the male at the beginning about moving forward and creating and producing, but I'm feeling like this was the lesson first. And then we get into this, this moving forward, more masculine energy. And it feels like you've been through this card, though, as I'm reading it. It feels like confirmation, actually. You know, your ability to hold space as, an energy worker. I don't know if you realize this, but just through your kindness, I feel like you uplift rooms as soon as you get there. To me, that's a light worker. This expands, though, for you. It says you're in a perfect position to help others reorganize their worth and find more positive ways to live on this earth. Your example is helpful. Most of all, to yourself. Accept this responsibility. It may prove to be the greatest blessing of your life. Nothing is more satisfying than to draw from the well of your inexhaustible inner fullness and to let the energy of your heart, with all its nurturing qualities, stream into the world. Once you start recognizing your own self and all those around you, you will have no choice but to reveal your full potential. Your heart has been awakened. You have come home and realized your true being. Now live it. Yeah, I feel most importantly this year you've become more and more and more self-empowered and authentic. Oof. Always big readings with you. 10 of Water, fulfillment. Something here is coming in that's truly, authentically fulfilling. If not, you're creating it. The creative with creating our own fulfillment. Here it is. And it's talking about the rainbow, the connection between earth and the heavens. Oof. All right. I think that's all I have for you. I hope I answered your questions. I'm sorry if some of the first spreads were a little murky. Again, timing is a little bit, I'm not the best at it, but I don't feel this is far away whatsoever. So I feel it's worth the wait as well. You have the 10 of Cups showing up multiple times for you. So beautiful. All right, I hope this reading helped. Again, thank you always for letting me read for you and trusting me with your messages. And of course, I would be happy to run into you one day. But until then, thanks so much. All right, bye, Justin.